That's my screws.
No, really. It's the last day. It has to be the last day. Okay. Alright, we're gonna run away.
Have fun, enjoy your day.
Oh, so fun. Yes, with all due respect, I hope I don't see you again for a while.
Thank you.
We are done.
Done.
But yeah,
You've got loads to get on with now anyway.
Oh,
yourself.
so much.
So much.
But yeah, tomorrow I've got a guy coming, like my friend who's a flood specialist is coming to look at the garden for me because we have a river running through the back of the garden.
Okay.
Apparently a literal river, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're coming just to do the final measurements for the insulation, which will start next week. So,
hey.
Yeah, we get a whole, I think, 4 days off of no builders in. Yay! So actually, it's a few more than 4 days, but it has also been about a week since we did a video because I think we were just so exhausted by the time we got home on Monday and this phase of the building works was done. We just needed to chill a little bit. So on Monday, Tony was back in just cutting out the sockets, as you can see here, and putting a little skim coat up just to kind of cover the seams. We, at some point when the IWI is done, will put at least one coat of paint on this wall, and then we'll put the bookshelves up. So thankfully, this is about all the prep that we need for now. The most important thing was just getting everything wired in. I'm not going to show you a ton of video of upstairs because it's basically the exact same process. I'll also spare you the 20 minutes of Andy and I standing in front of a wall talking about the heating. We have Next Gen looking at our data that we've got so far and just coming up with some solutions to make it a bit less expensive in the really cold days, with the caveat that we really don't know the impact that the IWI will have. I certainly can't imagine it'll be a bad impact, but we're just trying to work out if we need to do anything else to the ceilings before we can put our flooring down. Not as much of an issue downstairs, but definitely an issue upstairs, as we're very eager to have floors and completed rooms and, silly stuff like that. Sorry, we've got what running across?
Well, it's a foul sewer, so it's taken their foul.
Yep.
Well, maybe it's separate actually. Maybe it's just surface water.
Interesting.
And you got one. Just get a photo quickly.
Yeah.
You got one. That's coming in. 1, 2, 3 things coming in.
Interesting. Yeah, because I think part of the problem is because we're going to. Well, this is like a little teeny tiny bathroom. And the whole idea is we're going to make that into a wheelchair accessible bathroom because it's so small. But like even up there, I've got to change services around because I'm moving the whole bathroom because I'm a crazy person. So I've got to move all this drainage. Yeah, I'm just not really good at leaving well enough alone.
Downpipe in and create a rain garden. You could be exactly.
Yeah, and this has been one of our concerns because the whole retaining wall has cracks in it. It's not that great anyways. And it's right where the extension will go. Like this whole retaining wall is going to have to come down. Yeah. And we've had them save all of our bricks from the chimney breast that were at least in mostly decent nick. So we'll take all the bricks from this and the bricks from the retaining wall and build a thing. I have some ideas. It might be draining off the roof there, but it might also be draining because they have a little parking space there, so it might just be draining the whole thing down. I'm not quite sure. But, what we had initially sort of intended to do was to put like a dragonfly pond here and then just to kind of make that gardeny. But what I'm suspecting we'll have to do is just to like move the pond to that side because that's where it's already trying to flood.
Yeah.
And then make this just more of a boggy area.
Yeah. To be honest, pond's probably better here anyway because of the sunlight.
Yeah.
Because you want a bit of light on the pond.
It was helpful to have Marcus from Spring Collective UK come out because he's a flooding specialist and understood a bit more about where our garden sits in the flow path. I don't know if it's necessarily a river, but it's definitely that because we're so high on the water table, trying to understand what's possible for the garden is going to be really important as we reshape, well, all of it really. Lots of digging in our future. We've had a busy morning at the garden center, ordering some riparian trees and black bamboo to put back here in the bog. But look what we've come home to.
Stop filming, I'm carrying the fucking pot through.
And he's carrying the big giant pot through.
Apparently get out the way was apparently not quite universal enough for you.
We're going to dig up the lilac so that it doesn't drown and just put it into this big giant pot until we decide what to do with it. But as I was saying, Gabby's tulips are starting to bloom. Beautiful. I appreciate what a good tulip dad you are.
Well, it's more like, well, we can't take the chicken wire off because the foxes are right dickheads. We should at least make it so the plants don't, I mean, you can already see if you focus here, it's growing into chicken wire already is knackering that, and in fact, even that's not brilliant. But maybe if I, there we are. So it might theoretically not immediately kill itself.
I mean, that's good.
Any others?
Maybe just this one right here. It's a bit all coming through one hole.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you cut all the way around, come on.
No, I want to be trapped. Excellent.
We're definitely, oh, well this one, yeah, you can see this leaf is already,
I mean,
fox.
it's fine.
It's dead. It's dead, Jim. Or dead Dave. R.I.P. Rob Naylor. Or Rob Grant even. Yes, that leaf is...
I mean, it's fine. It'll just decompose. It'll become one with itself.
Oh, yeah, at least that might unfold slightly more gracefully under there. That's... mostly fine. Although, yeah, that will have to come back to that one.
Yeah, the one on the very end there is a bit...
This one?
Yeah, that one's a bit through it at the end.
Well, yeah, there's not so much we can do.
Well, no, even if you just cut a couple of them, I think it'll be happier. Exactly. I want to be free. Beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, better than it was.
Yeah. I mean, that's a beautiful bed for the last day of Feb.
Maybe it'll be go dense enough by the end of spring that we can just take the damn chicken wire off.
I mean, that's the dream.
Yeah, so then what density we need. So flowers, I'm not that interesting.
I think you're interesting.
Yes, but
I was actually getting a bit of the bug hotel.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean,
except for
look at that beauty! We've been busy doing other shopping stuff rather than building a house stuff for the last couple of weeks, while the other builders have been doing stuff inside. But today, my goodness, have we had quite a few trees delivered. Let me take you on a wee tour. Probably help if I'd actually hit start.
yes.
No. So, we've ordered a couple of bare root silver birches, Betula pendulum. We've also got a little flowering dogwood and a decent size sweet gum, which is in the maple family and has some real nice, pretty leaves. So that's a liquid amber sweet gum. As mentioned earlier, we are going to have to replant this lilac, but until we figure out just where we're going to put it, we've just got a nice big pot. So the next piece that we're just trying to work out actually is whether or not we're going to keep the apple tree. See if I can walk over here in my slippers through the bog. Really good. For lots of different reasons, because it was sort of buried between some other trees and quite neglected. You can see that it's got quite a lot of weird growth on it. Frankly, the fruit isn't great. And we've done a bit of trimming to it, but not really enough just yet. We're just trying to decide if it's worth actually trying to keep, or if we should just stick some of these new trees in. As you can see, the hole we dug still has, the hole Andy dug, I had nothing to do with it, is still full of water. So while it's nice clear water, it's proper groundwater, you can see to the bottom of it. It does show just how boggy we are, just how high above the water table we are. So what we're going to do is soak the little bare root ones overnight, and then tomorrow we'll have a bit of a think about just where we're going to put stuff. Obviously, one of the challenges is the challenge I've made for myself by building a giant ass planter and then filling it with dirt. I can't imagine how we could even move it. But look at these gorgeous tulips. So we do have quite a few decisions to make, and relatively quickly. The other upside is that we had the insulation guy back in this morning to do the last technical surveys. We've made a bit of a plan for the rest of the soundproofing in the living room, which we weren't going to put on the external wall until we realized just how much of the sound from our neighbors is sort of now curving around that external concrete wall, and then now actually sounds like it's behind us because it's not coming through the front wall.
That'll do it.
Yeah, be nice and happy there overnight, get all moistened. And then, yeah, we just got to decide if we want to cut an apple tree down. Problem for future us.
Yeah, it's maybe when I've done any work at all today.
Oh, I guess. Thanks, babe. I think he's crawled in between the bricks. Don't get too comfy, Bumble. I don't know how long those bricks are going to be there. Meanwhile, Andy's trying to figure out, where do the pigeons stand when they're pooing in this one specific spot?
Yeah, no, it is a very clustered spot. Well,
Yeah.
obviously you don't need to film it because...
I mean, it's pigeon poo.
Maybe full of some right shit, but not literally. But it's fairly clustered into one specific location. It's directly under like a very spindly branch. Although,
Yep. Don't know.
That branch, we could just get that one branch lopped off and...
I imagine they'd just find another place to do their business.
Well, it probably would not be directly under the path we're looking to build when we, redo the garden.
Possibly.